Whoa, what's up? What's up? What's up? It's been a while. It's been a while. I expect a lot of people to be up, especially on the East Coast. I just want to do this a little bit more because, the Midwest or whatever the hell they call it, Colorado. Uh, uh, Probably everybody's asleep, but hey, it is what it is. Just to give a short update for people, your boy is enjoying the training. Shout out to the VA for paying for it. Shout out to being a fighter, a warrior, a champion, a king among men. This past year, lesser men would have known nothing. I think it's freaking amazing that you got more people willing to start fights to prop up their show than to come up with solutions. Because I do have to address some things that I particularly do not like. I particularly don't like. You got guys like Sirism, feminism. Instead of talking about how great of a father you were to your son and how that other men could be great fathers to their sons, you want to pick a fight with a man who talks about women. See, I'm going to say this once and for all. Yeah, you got to be healthy, man. I just did a workout earlier. Um, this is the problem with black people, and particularly black men. Instead of respecting that man for who he is, what he say he is, what he proved that he was, you want to try to knock him off his high horse. And you fail. People like you fail each and every time because I'm going to tell you why. Winners think about winning, losers think about the winner. Stop thinking about me. You don't go to people's, live streams and their channels and their panels to argue with a man who doesn't know. I, I barely remembered who the hell you were. That's how insignificant you are. I'm going to say this to you, sirism, aka feminism. You, sir, are no consequence to me. You have never been my equal. I'm going to make this even further said. Bruh, stop. You look very pathetic on Art New Styles channel the other day. You're trying to call me out. Oh, he thinks he's a wrestler. I've been wrestling since 96. I've been involved with the sport for over 2 decades. Sorry. Sorry for your damn luck. You want me, to go call some broad to say hello. To do what? To do what? Impress you? For what? For what? You're so lowbrow on the totem pole that you have to take the cowardly way out and go to Switzerland and then try to talk your shit. I don't get people like you, man. I'm really shocked and appalled by that behavior. But then You the same Negroes who be like, we need to form together and team up and work like Voltron. How can we? How can we? But yet, at the same time, I've had many of live streams. Anybody who's faithfully watched me will say one thing about me. I will open a live stream for you to talk to me one on one, and done it multiple occasions. But you know what happened? When I do it, I tend to embarrass people, not by calling them names, not by being condescending, not by demoralizing them, by actually having an intelligent conversation. And for some odd reason, they cannot they cannot extend the hand of intellectualism. They cannot comprehend what the hell they stepped into. But here's the fucked up part, right? There could have been single dads listening to Art New Style who could have took your advice and say, "Hey, I went through it. You know, I had to go through a struggle being a single dad, and this is what you could do. Don't give up." But you don't hear that. And even Art stated, "Why? Why did the ratings go up when you and I got into it? Because this is what you really want. You don't want solutions. You just want to suffer a little bit less in your indoctrination. That's all. That's all." You always want to try to kick a man when they're down. Baby boy, that ain't about being down. It's about how you're just looking badly. It's about how you're looking badly. It's about how you're looking badly. The whole time, you could have been talking about something interesting, but you want to try to bring me down to your level. I'm not thinking about the losers, I'm thinking about winning. Do I need to tell you the difference between the winners and the losers? I know I'm not going to get a lot of people listening to this because it's 12:45 on the East Coast. Excuse me, 12:47. Why do you need to get this out live and in living color? What's up, everybody? See, we got too many people who want to try to make a name off of somebody. What do you think FD Signifier was trying to do with Mr. Z? And found out he was not the weak link he thought he was prior to their engagement. There's a reason why he didn't come from a guy like Angry Man or BGS or Dr. T, because they would have opened him up a new asshole. Have you noticed that I don't go through the debates like I used to? I went to Prophet of Thought's channel and debated two Negroes back to back and easily won. I'll be in Colorado from March 13th to May 20th training. Oh, yeah. But instead of actually saying, hey, brother, I may not agree with the Gray Faulkner initiative, but I'm willing to add on. Or Juno said, why can't niggas just get their own group of guys and excel over there in their neck of the woods while we do our thing over here on our side? That's how we help the community, but niggas want to be a monolith. Exactly. Exactly. You're right. FD ain't come back for to Z since. See, it's like FD Signifier was trying to play the school bully. He thought the Quiet Kid was a pushover till the Quiet Kid whooped his ass. I'm in Grand Junction, man. And see, we have to analyze this because once Kevin brought it to mainstream and people were like, okay, where did Kevin get all these fans from? And they discovered BGS. And then when they started looking at BGS, look how much it splintered off into so many subsections. Look what happened with Angry Man, especially with the shorts. Boom. He's finally getting the recognition he deserves. But I refuse to let an idiot like a Sir Ism or a condescending bullshit intellectual like FD Signifier destroy the mountain of greatness that we created. See, oh, you try to put these little burgers up. If you want to debate me, you got to pay $10,000. How about I pay you no goddamn mind? Stop using that as an excuse. Why do you have to use these excuses? Well, we know what. Why can't you tell us about your son getting his master's? Why? Why? Was I that much on your mind? That's scary, man. That's scary. But these the same Negroes that talk about the community. Well, I ain't trying to say no community. I know. Because you could barely save yourself. Sub Haru in the apocalypse. None of these motherfuckers don't even know how to be cordial. I don't have to listen to everything a man says. I don't have to agree with it, but I'm going to be cordial. But no, as soon as you see another black man who's getting a little piece of shining, you want to tear him down instead of congratulate and carry on about your biz. So, what you mean might be? What you mean might be? We had the answers all along. You want to avoid poverty? Marry. But no, guess who the ones who don't want to get married? It ain't the men. If you want your boys to be successful and you're not with the father, give the child to the father. See, the problem is we didn't razzle dazzle and give them the old church, rah rah system by bullshit. We gave it to them straight, no chaser. They don't like that. They want to be entertained. What they should have done was ascertain for some information that would carry us into the next few generations. But no, guys like Sir Ism and guys like FD Signifier are what the community does not need. A bunch of bullshitters and shit starters. Hmm. You're right, they're not sexy enough because they're practical. Gotta be practical. We're dealing with a bunch of niggas who are the garbage men of the dating world, or we're dealing with the ladies who don't even respect themselves. But you want to talk about a guy like me. Oh boy. Yeah, I'm tired as hell. I just had to get some few things off my chest. It's sad. Oh. Hey, what's up? What's up, Black Swan? Long time no see. Colorado is actually very peaceful. It's very elevated. it's it's very calming, especially if you're coming from a major city like I do. So it's a very calmer thing. It's funny when you come from a place from 70% of black people and there's hardly no black people here. So I have to give you that. But it's been pretty friendly so far, so I can't complain. Oh yeah, I've been training hard these weeks, man. Shit, homie does be sleep sometimes. But sometimes you got to be slept on. Oh, this is training, Black Swan. This is training for 2.5 months, 10 weeks. But like I said, you know, I like to help people, especially black men, progress. And part of it is like, wait a minute, I got dudes trying to hate on me, and I'm not even on the panel, but yet you want to show your hand of being an asshole. And then you do it on Arch Channel. Come on now. You would never dare to do that on BGS. You would never do that on Angry Man. But our Switzerland, our resident neutral party, you decided to do that shit there when I had all this time for live streams. But once again, it's like I told you earlier, winners think of winning, losers think of the winner. Well, training in Colorado, ESI for executive protection, corporate um, security management, and surveillance and detection. So it's going to be some firearms and all kinds of stuff. And it's funny. because persistence has always been a thing that I tell everybody. If you want to do it, you're going to fight like hell to do it. Well, that is true, YJK. Um, if you don't have haters, then you're not working hard enough. Exactly. And it's not like I'm trying to get people to hate because, like I said, I barely remember who the fuck he was. But that's a problem with me sometimes, when I come in these spaces. I do get a lot of love. Thank you all for who do. But you get a lot of hate from people, and you're like, the fuck I do to you? Well, basically, it's very similar, if not the same training, the Secret Service, especially when you get to that executive protection. Think about it. A friend of mine showed me a video of Kevin's last birthday on Earth, and he was surrounded by beautiful women and millionaire lawyers. But the first thing that came out of people's mouth about Kevin, oh, he must be gay. What made him gay? Because he's not dirty? Because he actually wears suits? Well, But guess what? Here's the funny thing about the gay comment. How many niggas keep going back and forth to jail? Last time I checked, there ain't too many women in jail, if any. Why do you keep going back? And let's ask another person this question. How the fuck does a nigga get fresh braids coming out of jail? Whose legs are you sitting in between? But we want to call the intellectual Smooth Brothers gay. See how shit is just discombobulated in our community? I mean, really. Instead of congratulating Kevin on his success, how many people hate it? How many? Should have done your thing, Val. Would have been easy. And see, the problem is because we don't have proper parenting from both mother and father. We don't have people who can conduct themselves in a business platform. You can't make you can't go everywhere wearing Jordans and New Balances. Sorry. Number one, majority of those brothers who got passports were well off to do brothers anyway. Meaning they had options. And I'm not talking about all black women, but too many of the majority. How can you lose the top tier men and you have first dibs with them first? That means you suck. And instead of accepting the fact that you suck and then making improvements not to suck anymore, you double down on your suckiness. Recently I had to tell a female, like, look, just because a guy might ask you out to go for, drinks, food, and, whatever, he's not always trying to get in your pants. Maybe you're the last person he asks to go out with because he doesn't feel like going out by himself. And even a female told me there's a lot of women out there who need to get over themselves, not put themselves on such a high podium. And it's really true. Oh, it's gotten so bad that you go to a gym and it was a video of a woman squatting, and all the men walk past her, but she couldn't get back up. because nobody wanted to get the creep charge. Especially when they go to the gym wearing these super, super tight, leggings and the holster bra and bent over, in front of the mirrors while the guys are either lifting or doing cardio, but then get mad when you can actually see them at their house like nothing happened. Yeah. But, you know, it's something that, most people don't want to talk to us about those really. It'd be nice to meet you, Black Swan. I think I might actually travel some more and, especially after this training, start meeting a lot of my supporters. People be thinking that, oh, I thought you were like 6'3", 6'4". No, 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 I'm 5'10". I'm openly about that shit. Happy about it too. The good Lord put me in a very good Goldilocks zone, either 5'8" to 6'1", maybe 6'2". Any taller, usually those brothers have knee problems, man. That just, hey, anytime you're ready to visit, visit. Yeah, I got the, you know, come visit if you're near. Depends on how far you are. Come on now. I have no problem with Black Swan visiting. Well, well, it's funny because they want to treat men like children, or maybe even just as feminized. You can't look at me, but you're coming to the gym and stuff that says screaming, look at me. So men will actually acquiesce to the system or the environment they're under. And other boys, you're just all together. Oh, trust me, you got no problem getting a hug from me. I'm gonna give you the biggest hug I can. Try not to crush you. What's up, dog? But it's funny because you want this attention from men, not just because you need it to survive, not you need it because you want to get shit, but you have you have people who sometimes put themselves on a marker, and then you have people who are just humble. You would never know that they were so proficient or skilled in something unless we cook it. I mean, it's one of those things where men are gonna just be like, you know what, I'm good, good. Like the stock market, the price of pussy is gonna go down. Let me say something. Let me say something. Black Swan said the person who is with my profile picture would be bringing me. Yeah, this picture's little, but that's my firstborn. Hey, shout out to the firstborn. She knows her way around Colorado. Hey, that's what's up. And you're right, JK. JK, why JK? It's not just black women, but it infects our culture so much more deeply. You know the old saying, if white people get a cold, black people got AIDS. Okay. Like shit. But but now when you listen to BGS's, I think he did it on his Black Gnostic, you know, speech channel. He was explaining how energy affects us all in different ways. So PK said, I'm an indulgent. A whole. I look and say, yeah, I was looking for looking. So what? You look good. Problem? I mean, yeah. Sometimes it comes to that. I'm gonna believe that men are supposed to keep their eyes to themselves. As long as he's not touching you or being obscene with you, I don't see it's the problem. I've been to gyms where women looked at me. It didn't bother me. Sometimes I didn't even pay them attention though other people pointed it out. And it's basically talking about you know, what I talked about earlier. Oh, people want this one way involvement and shit. Mm, mm, mm. And I mean, not everybody's gonna have a YouTube channel. I don't even think my channel's that damn big, but I love my supporters. Instead of actually forming up with people, mm, 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 I'm a little sore too from lifting weights, folks. Ooh, it's a crime to get at a woman. I mean, damn near. But like, what happens to women when we show our indifference? We don't want to argue with you anymore. We don't want you to do some very irritating part. Hmm. I'm gonna tell you. I'm gonna come back again later, get some rest. Hmm. Let me get a little bit of rest, and I'm gonna try this again later tomorrow, a little bit earlier. Thank you for enjoying. And Black Swan, here's my email. So uh, trying to get this damn thing to work. Uh, Let me get out of here. Fitness Found, there's the email. Just let me know how far you are from your fams. And from here, let's go change the world. And don't be a stick in a mud. And don't worry, I'm not going to fall asleep on you next time. But save it so you don't lose it. All right, ciao, guys. The girls, again later. Peace.